I think you just gotta give credit. Everybody's a professional basketball player out there that wants to win. So, we're gonna do everything possible to limit our opportunities, both teams. So I think we give them credit in terms of getting stops, down the stretch. But we feel pretty comfortable in terms of the shots we got as well. Very makeable shots. A lot of 50-50 basketballs. If we stop fouling down the stretch, or that one foul that we had on Drew Holiday, just limiting them to just one possession shots, I feel like we would be in a better position. But you got to give credit to them, and we feel comfortable about the shots we got as well.
Bruce Beck, NBC in New York.
Kyrie, when you get into a shootout like this against another very good ball club, is it fun? Is it compelling? Is it serious? How do you view it?
You're watching the show. You're watching a lot of great players make shots, and it's a pleasure to watch a lot of greatness out there, So when you're participating and you want to make shots as well, on nights like this, some of the easy ones that I missed or our team missed, we love to compliment Kevin and making the game easier for him, but he carried us a majority of the way. Giannis carried them. Chris Middleton carried them as well. But to see a magnificent show like that is truly an honor. It's greatness on the court.
Brian Lewis with the New York Post.
Hey, Ken, this is twofold. You mentioned Drew, the foul you guys had on Drew late, but I'm just curious on the other end, is he as disruptive a defender as you're going to face during the year? And secondly, when you're looking at movement off the ball, as long as they are and athletic as they are, does that put even more of a premium on moving off the ball and being active?
Just high-level basketball. We just got to be mature with our possessions, take care of the basketball, limit ourselves from turning the ball over, and just take good shots. Real simple game. And, in terms of the first part of your question, Drew's always gotten the credit from a lot of the great players in the league for what he's capable of doing on that end of the floor. So it's nothing new. It's just something that I think I'm looking forward to just figuring out in game 2, this little mini series. It's just going back at it. This is what we kind of gear up for in the off season, is going against the best of the best and improving it. So, grateful for the opportunity, but mutual respect for both of us in terms of what we bring to the game on both ends of the floor.
Malika Andrews, ESPN.
Kyrie, you talk a lot about wanting to have these types of games, playing against the best, going back and forth, have it come down to the last shot. Does it feel different? Is the energy different? Playing in these types of games where it comes down to it like that and have these performances, what is it like, especially at this point in your career?
We just want to play games that, we're challenged, to think our skill set is there already. We worked extremely hard to be in the position we are as pros, but as a team, you want to get tested, you want to be challenged, you want to be able to learn things from game to game. And that's where I feel like we relish an opportunity most is when we're challenged. So I don't know if we want to necessarily go to the last shot every game, but we just want to be tested on both ends of the floor, so where we have to think, and then we could take what we learned and move to the next game.
Alex Schiffer, The Athletic.
Hey, Kyrie, you guys had 16 turnovers. Was that something that their defense was doing, you guys, or were those more self-inflicted?
They definitely picked up the physicality in terms of shrinking the floor. And whenever me and Kay had any ISOs, they were showing 2 bodies, showing 3 bodies, contesting everything. And, when we have our guys on the perimeter, we just got to be ready to make plays, attack those closeouts, and knock down shots, be ready to knock down shots, and we'll be okay. So, like I said, you give a lot of credit to the defense and the athleticism, but at the same time, we just got to play a mature game in terms of taking care of possessions.
Christian Winfield with the Daily News.
Hey, Kyrie, not the best night for you guys, but you end up losing by 3 with a shot to send it to overtime at the end. Does any part of you think, hey, yeah, they got you guys, but you guys obviously don't have James, so maybe that levels out the playing field or maybe gives you guys a better chance if you meet them in the playoffs down the road?
I'll tell you, Christian, man, I'm waiting for all of us to be on the floor playing, just having a complete team. Whenever that day comes, I'll be extremely happy. We're just holding the ship right now together, and I don't want to play the what if game and all that. whenever the time comes when we're all on the floor, hopefully in the near future, and then we'll be ready to play. But right now, we got to go with who we have and go out there and put on a great show.
Last question, Tom Dowd with BrooklynNets.com.
Hey, Kyrie, just what do you think of the start of the game? Like, what do you think was clicking when you guys jumped out? You're up 37-23 at that point.
Well, we're just moving the basketball. We're moving bodies. We were pushing the pace, and we were making them think out there on the defensive end and offensively. You know, we want to put them in positions to be uncomfortable. You know, make those other guys beat us. When Chris Middleton gets it going, and into the first quarter, going into the second, and then has a great rhythm. Then Giannis gets it going into the third quarter, and just making a lot of shots. We know what to expect from those guys, but we got to limit Drew Holiday from getting things. We got to limit Brendan Forbes from getting some open shots. Just do the little things, get a lot of 50-50 basketballs, like I mentioned at the start of this talk. It's the little things that's going to really make the difference between being a good or a great team. I've always said that in my career, just the small details that we got to pay attention to. But I'm looking forward to seeing everybody game 2. This is the fun part of the NBA during these times, is getting a chance to go against another great team. So appreciate it.
Thanks, Kyrie.